Okay, for those that are interested, here's the Arduino update, Saturday night Arduino update. So what I did was I took those strip lights that I got from China and I mounted them to the bottom of our TV cabinet. Our TV cabinet was falling apart. The bottom piece was the mount or the floor piece. And I put it on wheels, actually, heavy duty casters, and put a bunch of these lights across the bottom of it. And then I have an Arduino connected to Ethernet. And this is all out front. I'll go out front and take a look in a minute, or show you in a minute. But control it with the Arduino connected by Ethernet and a wireless bridge to our network in the house. And then I opened up a port to allow access from anywhere with a browser on a cell phone or otherwise through the internet, public internet, to tunnel down into our network and control the lights. So anyhow, but what I did what I did today was I used a bunch of these transistors and the Arduino, very powerful little Arduino, just really impressed by this thing, to control 3 voltages of lights. It's pretty neat. So here's a plug from a piece of junk, Linksys power supply, an old Linksys access point. It says that it puts out 12 volts. Well, lo and behold, it puts out 20 volts, which would probably fry these lights. So I took the 20 volt power supply that's supposed to be 12 volts and I put it through a power regulator, 12 volt power regulator, so that I can control the voltage and make sure that I'm not going to fry the lights. And then run through a little circuit board with a capacitor and resistor, so on and so forth. And then here's those lights. And because I cut off the lights that are out front that are connected to the cabinet, this is all I have left, just this little bit of a strand. And then I had to solder to the connectors here for the connections into the what's left of the lights. So that's all controlled by Arduino. So that's a 12 volt, as I said. So 20 volt plug, supposed to be 12 volts, 20 volt plug, 12 volt regulator to 12 volt lights. Nothing burns up, nothing catches on fire, the house stays intact. Then over here, I have 5 volt LEDs, which are just connected directly on a breadboard with resistors and controlled directly by the Arduino. So those are just powered by the Arduino, whereas these are powered by that 12 volt regulator and the 20 volt power supply. And then last but not least, I have the 110 volt 20 amp switches, relays. Here's the connection from Arduino, the control from Arduino, and I'll plug this in. Okay, so there it is, turning on 110 volts based on the control from the Arduino. So I got 110 volts controlled by very low power switching these relays. The relay on the end there where you see the light coming on. That goes to the 110 volt wire that goes to this. Turns it on. And then, so that's 110 volts. This is 5 volts native, just the Arduino power, and then 12 volts. And the reason that I did this is because come this Christmas, we'll have Christmas tree lights, we'll have glass block stuff, and we'll have the strips underneath the TV. So I have to be able to control all of it with this little puppy right here, the Arduino. And a program, of course. Here's my program, here it is. There's the Arduino program coming up. There's the program code. That's the C programming code. So I'll go out and take a picture of the one out front, but just wanted to show this setup, controlling all this stuff. Pretty exciting if you're a geek. Okay, so I'm out front. This is the lights on the cabinet that I did, and if I look underneath, you can see the lights underneath. And changing the colors. And then back here is the Arduino. And it's connected to an Ethernet. This is the Ethernet here, and this is the Linksys that I basically overwrote the operating system on it with a new operating system to allow it to be a client bridge, which means that the wireless connection, this device, is connected to our main wireless in the house, which means that we can come in through the main wireless in the house, through the port that I opened up, into this device, into this Arduino, and control the Arduino with the program that I wrote, which is this. So that's part of the cell phone, and she's not going through Wi-Fi, she's going through the cellular network connection, and she's changing the colors of the, that's pink, that's blue. So just changing colors. So that's what I did. So like I say, exciting stuff if you're a geek. Have a good night.